Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Zach from For All Manakind, and here we are with our first adventure episode of Mana and Monsters. I'm super pumped. I am your DM for this evening and for the adventure, most likely. And I'm joined right now by two of my For All Mankind members. I actually haven't seen on the stream. Where am I? I'm on the far left. So Trevor, right next to me. Hi, Trevor.
What's going on?
Trevor, and then Tim or Dante. Trevor is Valor. Is it Valor or Valore? I know I've asked
Valor.
that three.
Valor.
Valore?
No.
Valor.
Valor.
Valor? Like the fabric?
I can't tell if you're just trolling me now.
I am.
Okay.
And Tim.
That's me.
Dante, say hi to everybody, Tim.
Hi,
And,
everybody.
this is gonna be, our stream, or our podcast episode, or a YouTube video that you're watching right now. We are short 2 people right now. They will both be making an appearance in this first episode very soon. I think one of them, and another one, hopefully not too long.
It's all a part of the campaign.
It's all part of the campaign. It is mixed. It's worked in one way or the other because, and we'll jump into it a little bit. Let's just go right in here right now. Why don't you guys tell the good people about what characters you guys are going to be playing?
Trevor, you go right ahead. You start this off.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
That's what we call passing the buck.
Right.
Yes.
So gracious. So my character's Valor, a dark elf warlock, and just kind of like a brief backstory of my character. So the dark elves or the drow are kind of from what I've read, because I'm very new to D&D. This is my first adventure, but from what I was reading, they're kind of elitist. Like, they kind of look down on other people. Very much. I don't know. I'll stick with that. Very elitist, and they think that they're the best. So growing up in this community, and I'm out in the woods one day, and I make friends with a little dragonborn kid, right? Just out there, having fun, but not allowed to see him because he's not a dark elf. He's part of the. What am I trying to say, Zach? He's a minority. We don't deal with those kind of folks. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad, but he's my friend.
Why were you asking me what you were trying to say?
I don't know. Like, I was trying. You're good.
No idea.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
anyways, I can't end up being friends with this kid. But we can't really hang out all that much because we're not supposed to. But then one day we get caught like playing in the woods or whatever, and then they actually capture him and execute him.
Yeah.
So I'm only this little kid, and they just killed like my friend. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, this community sucks. So growing up, getting older, eventually I get old enough to where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I hate how we handle things. This isn't right. People don't deserve to be treated that way. So I decided to leave the community and go off on my own. But then as I'm walking through the woods, a big storm hits, and I get caught in it, and I actually get injured in a non-specific way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the brink of death here, but this old god comes to me, says, "Hey, you're on the brink of death. You're about to die. I will spare your life if you do my bidding." And I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with that because there's a lot in this world I wanna get taken care of. I want to help all these people. So even though it sounds kind of fishy, I'll go ahead and take you up on that offer so I can fulfill my destiny to help those less fortunate in the world.
Which old god?
I picked. Oh fuck! I knew you were gonna ask me. I have it written down.
You guys got to be ready for that crap.
I know.
And you jumped ahead on me. Like, I was gonna ask how you guys know each other, and you're already balls deep in that. So that was
Oh, no.
That was definitely not me, or else I got executed.
No. Well, that's what I was going to get. I am Kelemvor, the god of the dead.
Kellenvor, the god of the dead. Okay, cool.
Yep. So it kind of made sense because I was on the brink of death and stuff. So, but anyways, that's kind of how we haven't discussed how exactly me and Tim met, but that's kind of how I become attached to Tim's character because he reminds me of that childhood friend that I had.
Okay, cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotcha.
Yeah, Tim is still alive and well.
Okay, so that's a little bit of depth. So obviously you, Kellenvor, saved you or
Yes.
granted you life. even though he's the god of the dead.
Right.
But did you what did you do after that? Like, how did you? I'm sorry, I must have missed it because I was typing something in chat, which is something for you specifically. If you want to look at that
Mm-hmm.
in what's it call it chat, not the fam chat, in the call chat. But what was I saying? Shit. Head of the Lord or oh,
Because who was this god?
had you
Calvin?
left? Had you already left like the Underdark, the Drow cities?
Correct. Yeah, I was already
Okay,
in the outskirts
I didn't-
there.
Okay, I didn't know if you had left them yet. Sorry. I should probably pay better attention. Tim, Dante,
That's me.
are Dragonborn fighter.
Yes, that's me.
What class are you playing? Or,
So
obviously you're playing a Dragonborn fighter, but tell us a little bit about your backstory.
all right, so being a Dragonborn, I got sold into basically a slavery by my parents because they were more or less in need of that, and being a Dragonborn person, I sold at a high price, right? So I kind of got sold in. Shut down. I'll buy it at a high price. I got born as a kid. I got sold into slavery, and through slavery, after doing some stuff, I wound up becoming like a fighter, quote gladiator for my slave master, and for the people that I was with. And I wind up befriending a guy named Paleskin, who's just a big burly man, but he's kind of stupid. He's not bright, but he's just big and burly, which is why he's what he is. We become friends. I mean, as best friends you can in a type of situation like that. Mm-hmm. And after a couple fights, we kind of have a running competition between us of who's the better fighter and yada yada yada. Well, eventually, we get paid in rations, not money. Basically, rations for food. How well you do. And Paleskin got really upset at the owner, the masters, because he felt like what he did deserved more rations. And again, not being the brightest person, he kind of lunged or attacked, and like within an instant, the guard protecting the master chopped his head off. Which me, nice. I as I was walking out, I kind of witnessed that happen, right? So I kind of devised a plan that I needed to just get the hell out, and I wind up I guess kind of pretending, quote unquote, that I'm just in a ton of pain, sick, yada yada yada. And I one of the guards takes me to go see somebody, and I wind up like, I gotta think of how it's best described. I like throw up. I go on the ground like I'm gonna do something, and when the guard bends down to look at me, I have like this acid attack, right? I have that kind of skin because I'm a Dragonborn, and I basically wind up melting the guard's face, and my chain's off, and I take off. But as I'm taking off, I see Paleskin's body, and he always wore these gauntlets that he basically swore up and down was the reason he won. They were just like his lucky gauntlets, and I wind up seeing his body. I take those, and I'm on my own now, just figuring things out.
So Tim's a grave robber.
Yeah, essentially. Have you got those gauntlets written down in your?
Yes, I did.
All right, make sure you have those written down, and then on top of that, on your character sheet, if you could, for me, add those to. Sorry, I can mess with your character sheet, so I'm switching things around. Add one of those to treasure.
Okay.
Add those to treasure. Those may show back up as being something special. You never know.
Where is treasure?
It's under bio in the bottom right-hand corner.
Bio, right hand. Okay. That's not how you spell that, but that's okay. I can correct that with this. Now, as far as gods go and deities, and I was going to ask you this, and I didn't get the chance to ask you this. Mm-hmm. What if I chose to not have one? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can totally not have a god.
Because the reason, the reason I bring that up is like because of my up and coming. And I've just kind of, given up on that because of what happened and everything. I just kind of given up on that whole accord.
I respect that.
Yep, but that's me.
Sorry, I was double checking something in my DM book. So that's you. Now, how do you guys know each other? Because we need to establish that before we start the adventure, because that is very much the beginning of this adventure is very reliant on the fact that you guys already know each other.
Right.
Okay, so we need to know each other. Okay. So, Trevor, let's discuss this. Let's ponder this.
Sure. So the only thing that we have figured out right now is that I have an emotional connection to
Dragonborn kids.
Well, that sounds weird.
What is it, bro? Anyway.
But maybe I'm not sure. Where did you go after you left? Where did you go?
So I had no destination in mind. At that point, I just wanted to GTFO, and I'm just living to live
Sure.
at this point. I'm alive because I'm alive.
You know what would help is if I had a map up of the Forgotten Realms.
So,
but you did the same thing, right? You kind of just left.
So yeah, if I kind of think of like what I did, to put it in like the most simple terms, kind of like this is going to sound lame, kind of like a Batman figure, to where he looks out for, people that like can't protect themselves, or maybe those that are like mistreated. So I'm maybe just like going city to city or village to village, whatever it is. Maybe just kind of helping people along the way. No real destination in mind, other than that wherever I'm at, I'm going to make sure that the little guy's looked out for.
It's funny you say that, Trevor. Why do we have to think too much alike?
I said it first.
You did, because I changed my nature to I didn't change. I've had my nature to set to chaotic good.
Okay.
And one of the reasons I have my nature, and Zach, you can correct me if I'm wrong on how this works. One of the reasons I have, damn it, every time I say that, I need to just stop. Every time I had so my impression of chaotic good was, so I was not a fan of the fact that I got sold as a child, right? That basically ruined my life in my eyes.
You don't say.
And I wouldn't want that to happen to other people. So whenever I see, like, how do I want to say this? Whenever I see people being mistreated, or if I even have this under my flaw too, even though I don't know if this is a good flaw, but I wrote in my flaw says, tends to jump in to try to help others that he feels is being mistreated, even if it will harm the group. So in my eyes, basically, even if it's something I know will get us in trouble or myself in trouble, and I'm willing to go to the point to where what needs to be done, even if it's harmful.
Sure.
To the other person, which hence, I guess, the chaotic aspect of it. So if it gets that extent to where, okay, this guy needs to die for this person who I feel is deserving of, not deserving this treatment, I'm not necessarily opposed to take that level. Just because I'm used to killing people, right?
Sure.
I mean, that's just my nature, and so that's kind of my. So maybe this works, actually, Trevor.
I think it does.
I think this works really well.
I think I might know where you're going with this.
Because we could be going places. Now, I don't necessarily say. Now, I will say, unlike you, I don't necessarily go town to town looking for it. But that doesn't mean if I'm in an area that you happen to just stumble upon, that we kind of walk into the same situation.
And we turn this into a buddy cop show.
Yeah, we're buddy cops.
Well, that was cool there for a minute.
Right. No, but I like what you're getting at. So where maybe something is happening in this small village that we both just happen to travel upon, and we're both just like like maybe
there's something wrong in this area that needs rightened.
Rightened.
Right.
So maybe someone.
I think the word you're looking for there, Tim, is written. Okay.
Okay. This is why Zach's our DM.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's just something as small as like someone getting mugged, right? Like someone's getting mugged, and then I see you going up to him. I'm like, hey, get away. And then it's like, wait, no, I'm trying to save him.
Yeah, that would be great, because it's
Let me jump in here and help you guys out.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to add a picture to the library. And what we're gonna do is, so there's a very popular city in the Forgotten Realms in Faerun, I think is what the name is. This realm is called. I can't remember exactly, and I didn't pre-prep this, so I'm not certain. That being said, as soon as I find the freaking picture that I just downloaded, here we go. This is a picture of the Sword Coast, which I'm waiting on the file to upload. and it's probably not going to because I think it might be too big of a file actually.
Where's this going to?
Hang on. Let me just see if I can. Anyway, the point being is there's a city called Waterdeep.
Okay.
In
is there water there?
Yeah, it is a coastal town. It is a massive city in the Forgotten Realms.
Okay.
And on the Sword Coast, and it is notorious for. There's all kinds of intrigue and crazy stuff, but it's kind of a central point in this realm.
Okay.
And it's definitely somewhere that you, a drow, would probably attract negative attention. And might be beset upon by somebody, and said Dragonborn would have to help that person.
I like that.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Oh, I like it, because then I could be like, hey, that's the kind of thing that I would do. You're a good person.
Yeah.
We should team up and make a buddy cop movie.
What if we take it? What if we take it even a step for? Like, I like that. That's all perfect.
For sure.
Right.
Trevor, are you what nature are you? Do you know? Are you lawful good?
No, I'm neutral good.
So you're neutral good. So because never mind, that might not work so well. Because my only thought was like, what if to just kind of make the difference between us? So like, that's good. I liked everything about that. But like, okay, you know what? No, I'm just gonna shut up because that would.
That's perfect.
I
what
like
do you
that.
have? Well, no, I'm not saying that's perfect. Like, don't say anything.
Well, I was gonna say like, what if like what's happening like to Trev? Like I do go to the extent and I just straight up like just kill the person who mess with Trev, just to kind of show that chaotic nature difference between me and you, Trevor. And like we kind of like we don't necessarily butt heads about it because you know of the situation, but you make a standpoint of like the difference that you would do.
Right.
Does
like,
that make
hey,
sense?
I appreciate you saving me, but
that might have been a little harsh.
Right. I was a little extreme.
And I could just be like, well, you say that, but you're still alive, aren't you?
Right.
Oh my god, it's so good!
This did work out. I like this.
So let me add Zach Malley because he just got on.
I believe you mean Alros?
Alrosh, Zach Malley, either or, whatever.
Oh, and I will get to fixing that.
The camera.
It fixed by itself on stream. I don't know if you saw that, unless you fixed it, buddy. I don't know.
Zach Malley, how's it going?
Heyo.
We are live and streaming right now. I'm trying.
You're good.
You're fine. I'm figuring some stuff out about the story a little bit, and that's okay. So, these two already know each other. Zach, I'm not gonna mess with this. Hang on, my Photoshop is like destroying my computer right now. Go ahead. So, Tim saved Trevor's obviously a Drow. There's a lot of prejudice against Drow. And they were in Waterdeep, and someone was attacking
Trevor.
Valor,
yeah.
And Dante jumped in and helped him.
In a violent way.
They became fast friends. Dante being Tim.
Yeah.
And say what? This was like in the past. In Waterdeep, the city of Waterdeep. So the reason that is a big deal, I realize you're just joining in and stuff, so we're a little late on things. Zach, if you could jump on Roll20 real quick. Okay, cool. I actually need you to. You can stay in the game, but I need you to open another instance of Roll20. And yeah. No, you're good. And then I have to do some stuff too. We could just cut this out of the podcast there, Trevor. Jump into so like if you're looking at the home screen of Roll20, go to the tools drop down and go to Character Vault. And in the right hand corner, the top right hand corner, you'll see import existing character.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, by the way. If you just joined in, we're still fixing a couple things here. We're getting ready to roll. But yeah. Thank you. We're
gonna have some late entries, and that's okay. We're gonna get things going, but we're gonna have fun along the way, and we're still gonna progress.
We are.
Did you import your character, Zach?
I'm looking right now, so I want to click from the game that it exists in, or the one that it's going to.
Which one was it, guys? That you guys?
The Curse of Strahd is the
Curse
one
of
that we're
Strahd
in,
is the one you want to
Yeah,
do.
Curse of
Yes.
Strahd is the one you want to be in.
Okay.
And then let me know when you're done with that, because I have to add you to the game real quick. Or I have to, like, once you import the character, I have to set it so you can use the character as the all-powerful dungeon master.
It's kind of crazy because on stream I'm cut into 2 different
Yeah, I
pictures,
see that.
and it's fantastic.
I'm working as fast as I can to get that fixed here.
That's okay. I'm
It
having
takes
a good
I
time.
was setting it up last week.
It says that it was a success, so I'm
Okay,
gonna go
awesome.
back to my game.
Al Ross, you won't be able to see it yet, but here in a second you will. Edit.
Hey Tim, can you sit like you normally would if you're not already? Just so I know where to put you.
Yep.
Zach
This is me.
Malley,
Okay, cool.
in Player's Journal, all players. So I have it set up so you guys can all see each other's player sheets, by the way. Is that...
Okay.
Just to let
Yeah,
you guys...
I was looking at characters, and they were in the drop-down menu already.
Alright, cool. Al Ross, you should be able to view your character sheet now. And then... No, I need to pull up a thing.
No, he says.
So, Zach Malley. So, the way this is starting out, you guys are all camping together. So, Zach Malley, how did you meet these 2 guys? Okay, you guys want to decide on that?
Okay, we can discuss that. So
I have two ideas already
okay.
for how we met. Either in my journey before I oversaw the entire altercation of that going down, and then either liked the way that they handled serving justice, or we can do it like in town somewhere. I overheard it, and I guess support the what Tim did to save Trevor, and in his actions, I offer my companionship. I don't know.
Okay. So you also heard the thing going down,
Yes.
the abuse, if you will, the assault, and you jumped to help also.
Okay.
Is that okay, or
So
do you
okay.
want that to be like
yeah,
your own special?
So
bond?
I think
What color dragon are you, by the way, Tim?
I'm copper.
Okay,
So
well you're gonna have a red character.
okay, that's fine. Wait, no, I'm black. I'm sorry, I'm black.
Oh,
But
you're
that's-
black. That works
yeah,
out. 'cause
I'm black.
I do
I'm
have
black because black is acid. That's right.
delete.
So what? Okay, hang on. Because I don't want like it to. I wanted to make sure when we find each other that it's not like oh, all 3 of us just like boom bam done. You know what I mean? I think it'd be fun if it kind of like grew.
But that's how the Power Rangers happened.
Oh my gosh,
You
That's a good. I mean, he makes it strong.
he does. I
They
can't
went on-
argue with it.
That show is still going on, and it happens over and over again. I'm just saying.
You're not
No, that's
wrong.
fine. No, I understand that because it's like a intimate thing between you guys.
Oh yeah,
I don't-
It's very. Yeah, it's very.
Can I offer an idea?
You're always
Yes.
more than welcome to.
And obviously I don't want to control the game or anything like that, but I have some experience with D&D. But what's nice is some good character development. So what if Tim and Trevor, what if you guys took a quest or took a quest or a job to do something? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide.
Okay.
And Zach Malley, your character also got wind of that and also took that quest. So you guys have just met each other. You guys don't really know each other, and that will allow for us to learn a little bit about your character as we go. Zach Malley, how does that sound?
That sounds fine.
Okay,
I'm good with that.
so I
What
say
quest did you guys embark on?
Yeah, so-
you guys are camping right now. You guys are camping in the woods, so you're on the way to a quest.
Okay, so I say that we got on a quest because of money, because I know me and Trevor both are just kind of wanderers. Because I'm a wanderer. I wander.
I'm a
Oh
wanderer.
my goodness.
But so we definitely did this quest for money. Like that was, I mean, at least I did. I don't know Trevor's intention for it, but I did it for money, so I could survive. You know, to do what I need. But what would be the quest? What if they heard about old Granny's basement? She's heard some rattlings down there.
What?
I don't know. I'm just being stupid. So we're in the woods, right? Or we're camping. We're camping, he said.
Okay.
So are we together right now? Are me, Zach, and Trevor together right now after what you just said? So me and Trevor had our little thing, and then we found a quest, and Valor and Dante had their own like little moment. We stumbled upon a quest.
I was in the movie.
And Zach also heard of this and wanted in, and now we're all camping. Is that where we're at now? I'm just trying to. Anyone? Bueller?
Say it again, Trevor or Tim. I'm sorry.
So I'm just trying to make sure I know where we're at. So from what you were saying, Dante and Valor had their moment, and they became acquaintances at the very least over this thing. We took a quest, and how do you say your name, Melee?
Alros.
Melee, whatever. Alros. Alros overheard this quest and decided to jump in because he also wanted to use the money. And
I'm not about money. I'm about justice.
Okay, well, he wanted to do it for a justice reason. And now we're outside camping together. I'm just trying to make sure I know where we're at.
Yeah, you are in the woods camping.
With all three of us.
Yes, all three of you together. Let us say that there are a band of thieves outside of the city of Waterdeep. They have been attacking people on the roads, but they're kind of far away. You heard about this. Obviously, Zach Malley is a man of justice. He found out about this. And maybe a friend, someone that you were very close to, or someone that owed you, or someone that you knew needed help, and you said you would help them. Tim and Trevor, I don't know what your Tim, you're kind of a practical guy, right? You're kind of a practical character, yeah?
Yeah, more or less. I'm practical.
So Tim, you needed money.
Right. Right. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're a good person, but at the same time, goodness doesn't buy ale. Right,
exactly.
And Trevor, what's your motivation for this, other than Tim wants to, or Dante wants to do it? Valor, what is your motivation for it? I mean, obviously Dante wants to do it, part of it, but do you have any other further motivators? What's your character like? What is his like predisposition to things? What's his alignment?
Neutral good.
Neutral good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Alros, what was your alignment?
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good. I like that. That's a little crazy. I like it. I'm cool with that. So your alignment is neutral good. So your motivation is what, Trevor, or Valor?
I would probably say not really monetary. I think I can get by with what I have. Especially since I ran off anyways.
Yeah.
Then that's when I got saved. So I probably had to survive a little bit before I even got to any town. Especially since, like you said, in this town especially, to where people aren't really that fond of my kind. So wealth isn't really a huge thing for me. I just I get by with what I have, and I help when I can, or I help who I can when I can. So really just. Yeah, just trying to help out when I'm able to.
Okay.
Can I, as a character, sympathize with Trevor, because I too, as a half elf, am looked down upon? Like, is that something that could bring us together?
That's absolutely something that can bring you guys together. Hang on one second. I have to computer decided to crash the internet.
Now, with me, and this is just so I can understand the alignments a bit better.
Sure.
With me being chaotic good, because that's what I am. It is me killing somebody like how I did to help Trevor is 100% within that alignment, right?
I would say so, because
Yeah,
you're doing
100%.
you're doing something good, but the way that you did it.
Like the overall unit of what happened was good, but it was in a very
You choose what you want to do based on your own moral choosing.
okay.
But it's like usually you do good things, but sometimes the way you get there is a little ridiculous.
Isn't always lawful.
Chaotic.
Right, because there's lawful. Right, because there's lawful what? There's lawful good.
Yeah, and
there's lawful
and that's
good,
like
neutral good, and there's chaotic good.
Goody
Right.
two shoes.
Like,
yeah, like lawful good is like you follow the rules and you stay within like I guess society's rules of how to do something.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna disobey laws to
yeah, that's not.
do something.
All right. Well, it sounds like we've got this established. You guys are on a mission or a quest, or a job to kill some thieves, or to bring their reign of terror to an end rather. To bring their reign of terror to an end. That's ridiculous. And so you guys are sitting in the woods. It's nighttime. We're actually we're jumping in here, guys. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
No, I wanted to run down my stuff because I don't have a modifier. I think
Modifier for what? Sorry. Let me open your character menu here, I guess.
because I was supposed to add something last time for backstory. I remember adding intimidation, but I was supposed to add something else.
One of your skills. You don't have.
Yeah, as a background, like a skill proficiency. And I posted my background in Messenger, but I can read it.
For real quick, for those that since you jumped in late, let's cover your character and your background. You are a half elf paladin, Alros, and what is your background?
Hold on, let me scroll. Sorry. Oh, my background. My background is acolyte.
Okay, and what's the story behind your background?
I typed it out earlier. I can't. So my parents were shunned for, I guess, breeding like human and elf. So me as a half elf, I was discouraged. They turned to a nomadic lifestyle, traveling with me. And when I was older, I said teenager. So I actually had the wherewithal to choose. My parents were killed in front of me, and I was beaten to near death for what I was. But the group of men that beat me left me alive. Hold on. To wander and be like the stain on the world that I am, because I'm a half-breed. So I took an oath of vengeance as an inventor loner. I swore to take vengeance on those who discriminate and commit atrocities in the world, and seek retribution against those who have not paid for their crimes. And I turned to a god in support as I'm traveled by myself. And I was going to ask about gods because I don't know where that...
Oh, you haven't found your god yet. Gotcha.
Well, I have a couple, but I was going to ask because I'm chaotic good. Is it okay still to pick a neutral god? Because
you just have to be able to explain how your god's belief system works.
Okay, hold on, let me
system, but we can cover that later because that's a lot of in-depth stuff.
Okay, well, I mean, the god thing. I forget what it is. It's at oath. I think is level 3. But the god thing, I use to make decisions, off the bat. I think.
What chapter is Paladin on? Just out of curiosity.
Paladin is page 83, 82.
Okay, I just wanted to. So when you say you use it to make decisions, you mean you use it for
Like it's what I was reading was like it's part of their holy quest. It's part of their nature to make decisions like or to do things for your bigger power, depending on who.
Okay.
So like this one that I literally just took that part of that from the sentence where it says like it asks like what kind of character you would want to play, and like this sentence is, or are you an embittered loner sworn to take vengeance on those who have done great evil, sent as an angel of death by the gods, or driven by your need for revenge? Appendix B lists many deities worshipped by paladins throughout the multiverse, such as blah blah blah. How did you experience your call?
So which god did you want to go with?
Well, that's what I was going to ask, was what pantheon, because like there's historical pantheons, but there's some, like you said, Forgotten Realms, I think, before.
Yeah, just because we're in the Forgotten Realms for the most part,
Yeah,
I would like to stay
within the
Forgotten Realms if possible. Yeah.
'Cause
there
I-
are some other ones here, but yeah.
I didn't get through a lot of the ones earlier, just because I was trying to read in detail what they were,
Mhm.
so I could like, I guess, align with that. But some of them were just weird. Like some of them had the alignment that I have, but they don't have like a story that fits what I am.
Okay.
Um,
Well, whichever one you like, as long as you can explain how your personal alignment kind of racks up to their alignment in a way that makes sense, I'm fine with that. It doesn't hurt me any. So, because you mentioned there was a neutral god, right? So you were looking
yeah, but I was looking at it because like none of it really. I don't know. Hold on, let me, because I had some written down, but I had some from other pantheons. Trying to see which one's in, because I had written down Tempest because he was neutral, but at the same time, God of War made no sense. And also, when I was reading into it, he was like warriors and fighters and stuff.
Well,
But
I mean, like paladins are like they're martial characters, like they are.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I was looking at Tyr, God of Justice. But he's lawful good, so like, I didn't know how I felt about that.
And I'm sorry, what are you again?
Chaotic good,
Chaotic good. Okay.
but like he's the God of justice, and he's like, I mean, I am seeking out justice. I'm just not doing it by means that may be seen as righteous.
Right. I mean, what about Timora, the goddess of good fortune? She's the chaotic good.
Yeah, I was looking at that, but it's all about luck, like people that base things on luck, and like taking risk to meet the end. And I didn't necessarily agree with that as far as like
How you want to play your character?
yeah, because like what I was reading on the wiki was like it was about betting and stuff. It was weird.
Well, I mean, what about? Oh, that's lawful good, not chaotic good.
Yeah.
Let's just say Ilmater, but yeah, he's not weird.
I had originally chosen Saloon, but it was like I forget what it was.
Knowledge and life.
Yeah, but it was like the background or whatever didn't make sense for her as a god.
Maybe you just don't have one.
What's
I mean,
up?
that's
No, I was just telling him maybe he doesn't have one like myself.
A paladin without a god.
Duh.
Because paladins, they have the way they cast spells is they use a holy symbol as their symbol.
yeah. So I have to have a
But-
symbol to do anything.
Being a chaotic good character and a paladin are kind of interesting in themselves.
I mean, it's
Well, people come in all different shapes and sizes, I think.
I mean,
Well, I
if
agree
we were
100%.
if we were playing version or edition 3 or earlier, then there would be no choice. I would have to be lawful good. But we're in 5th edition, so I can do what I want, Tim.
No, you can't. No, you can. But the thing is, like, you're having a problem with God, and that's why.
Well, that's also because I haven't been home all day and I didn't get to finish reading and doing research.
I mean, maybe it makes your character complicated. Maybe you do worship Tyr, god of justice, but you're a chaotic kind of person, but you like everything that Tyr is about because you want justice, and so it creates this like
character contrast,
battle,
like yeah,
a contrast within a battle within yourself of whether you follow your god, who you do worship and you do like very much, or you follow who you are.
That was one of the things too that I read was like, you can create character conflict by making your character not good enough, but like the god is the ideal that you strive towards.
Yeah.
So like justice and being good, but doing it by any means necessary is fun. I like that. We'll do that. Tyr.
Awesome. I like Tyr too. He's pretty cool. And so your holy symbol on your holy symbol is the emblem of balanced scale. Balanced scales resting on a warhammer. Because he's the god of justice, and he's a badass. He's a badass. Like I think you're gonna be okay with him. So that means is there anything else we need to clear up?
What did I add a skill proficiency to as an acolyte?
Oh, you didn't. Let me open up Ox again. You're a paladin, so add a point to religion.
Got it.
I feel like that makes a lot of sense right there.
Cool.
All right. Trevor and Tim, did you guys have any more last minute questions?
Nope.
Am I in camera frame on stream? I'm sorry.
Yep.
I know you got it down a little bit. Just want to make sure. All right, so let's start this. Let's go ahead. You guys are in the woods. You are. Who's typing?
Not.
I am sorry. I have to type this on my character sheet.
No, it's okay. It's a little loud, just to let you know.
I don't know how to not do that. Sorry.
Can you are you able to mute your mic and unmute it like easily or no?
Yeah, hold on.
And then, real quick, we can cut this out. We can cut this out of the podcast. I'm sorry, Trevor. I'm making it work for you. Tim. Just so you guys know, we've decided not to talk in chat or talk to the chat because we are cutting this together for a podcast and YouTube. So, chat, we will be messaging. Like, we can message chat, we can type in chat, but let's not talk to chat. Is that cool with you guys?
Yep.
Trevor, is that cool with you?
Absolutely.
And then if you guys do chat, just so it's not super loud with the keyboard, try to mute yourself. Cool?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done. Sorry. Oh,
awesome.
Sorry, I had another question. Okay, as Acolyte says add 2 languages, is that on top of the Elven Common and the one that I get for being half-elf?
Yep.
Fuck. Okay, we'll start. I'll pick out 2 languages.
That's cool. So you guys are in the woods. You're hanging out. It's been a long day of traveling. You're going to this Thieves' den. It's dark out. The woods are quiet this night, and the air begins to grow chill. Your fire sputters as a low mist gathers around the edges of your camp, growing closer as the night wears on. By morning, the fog hangs thick in the air, turning the trees around you into gray ghosts. Then you notice these aren't the same trees that surrounded your camp the night before.
Oh.
What do you do?
Okay. Guy.
And so it begins!
Right. Oh, man.
So we want...
So I know you guys are new to D&D, so what you can do is ask questions, obviously. You can just freaking explore, which I highly suggest you don't separate the party up. Because new players do not separate the party. That being said, it might be funny if you do that and someone gets killed.
All right, Tim, go off and find stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Tim's gonna die immediately anyway.
Yeah,
that's fine.
that's a given.
We don't even. As a matter of fact, let's just real quick here.
I will natural 20, whatever you're about to throw at me.
Oh, dang. So you guys, just to let you know, like I said, that you can see the trees. They're gray ghosts, but you don't see anything else around.
Right.
Wait, so the surroundings changed, or like the trees are just a gray tint now?
No, they are not the same trees you guys went to bed. Like the trees that were around you the night before. These are not the same trees.
But are we in this
Grass even
camp?
kind of looks a little different. And you can hear the distant howling of wolves, and you can hear things, almost like pale whisper or like silent whispers. Which, if it was silent, it wouldn't be a whisper. But quiet,
Silent
like
whispers.
quiet whispers that you're not sure if you're actually hearing with your ears or they're in your head.
So I, being a dragonborn, have okay. So Val, whatever your name
Valor.
is, Valor. I know you're a night elf. Can't you see better in the dark?
I'm a drow.
Or a drow. I'm sorry, a dark elf.
And
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Spooky.
So are we in the camp that we were before? Like we're in the same camp area, right?
Camp, you like your fire is there.
It's being
So
late.
obviously, all your camp supplies are still there, but it's you can still tell like even the ground seems a little different. But
Okay.
you're still you can still see where your fire is burnt out and stuff.
I'm getting like creep chills with this music. It's freaking me out.
So
Okay.
what do you guys do?
Can I discern what language the whispers are in?
You can't really tell. Like they're very
Okay.
silent, but there's something going on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to, without going far, I want to try to have a closer look and
Is
see if
there-
I can see anything.
Can we do like a perception check?
Right.
You do a perception check. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check there.
All of us? Or me?
Trevor.
You guys can all do it if you want, but you're the one that asked.
Okay, so how do I slash
roll 20. Or, I'm sorry, slash roll space d20.
Can't
Or
you
just there's
click
also
perception
a little
like
dice
that?
icon on the left
Is that all-
side.
If you hit your perception thing though under your skills, it'll also add in your bonus.
under my skills? It's not.
Oh, I
clicking
guess
it.
that's a good. So,
That's not clicking it for some reason. I see where you're saying that,
wow,
Tim.
Tim actually can't even see the trees. Like Tim rolled a 5. Tim can't even see the trees. Like he can just barely make out the surrounding area.
So yeah, because shouldn't I have better? Since I have my superior dark vision, does that help me at all?
It does not. It does not help at all.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll a d20 then.
Yeah, slash roll d20.
Ooh,
And what's your wisdom bonus?
2.
So you have a 19. You look at the fog, and the fog seems almost it writhes as if it's alive. You can see the trees beyond, but all you can see is really trees and fog. That's it. That's all you can see. It feels like the fog isn't natural. Let's say that. It feels
okay,
like the fog is not something that is normal.
okay. I have another question then.
Yeah.
So since it's writhing and it's there's just something strange about this. I have something called Awakened Mind, to where I can speak to any creature within 30 feet. I don't need to share the language, but the creature needs to at least speak one language. So basically I can talk to it. So we don't know if it's a creature or not. Can I try and commune with this fog?
Oh, of course you can try. Of course.
Absolutely. So roll another... or do I have...
roll for that?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean,
think you do. I think you just cast it. Is it a spell or a cantrip?
Hold on, and I will find out.
While he's doing that, do either of the two of you do anything?
Well, I can't see anything, so I'm basically as blind as a bat. I could see that there's different stuff going on.
You guys can talk to each other, and when you talk,
can I tell both of them to get back to back?
I mean, you can tell them. You can just tell us.
Absolutely, you can just tell them. Yeah. You guys are right next to each other.
Okay, I tell. I'm sorry, I don't know your.
Just tell
Dante, us. Get back to back.
Okay. All right. Valor.
And then I cast Awaken Mind. It doesn't. There's no roll or anything for it. I just try and commune with this fog.
Is it a cantrip or a spell, Trevor?
It doesn't say. It's just under my warlock thing. It's under the great old one. It just says, starting at level 1, your alien knowledge gives you the ability to touch the minds of other creatures. You can telepath.
It's just an ability.
Yeah.
It's just an ability. Okay. So you reach out with your mind to try to. I'm sorry. I'm kind of role playing for you. I apologize.
No, I like it.
What do you do, Trevor? What do you do? You cast a spell, but paint me a word picture.
Oh, jeez.
I already started it for you. So
yeah, no, I reach out with my mind, and I try and commune with the fog, trying to sense any sort of consciousness that might be out there that would have changed our surroundings.
And you hear nothing. However, you do feel like the fog is not sentient. You know that. It is still some type of fog. You feel magic power coming from it.
Okay.
And you feel as if someone is commanding the fog. Like, you feel like someone is manipulating it, but you can't feel... Like, you feel the presence of something, but it's not there. I don't know how to describe it. You saw for a split second, you get an image of a dark image of blood red eyes in the shadows, and then gone.
So just so I
Not
understand.
the shadows in the fog. It's in shadows of another place.
Right. Just so I understand, because I've only done D&D a couple times, but me and Zach do not know that unless Trevor tells us that. Correct?
That is correct. That is a 100%.
So I have to pretend I have no idea that just happened because Trevor.
Of course, you can always say I share that information.
Right.
No metagaming.
I share everything that was just said with. No, I inform my party of the blood red eyes that I just saw and the feel of the magic fog.
Okay.
The fog continues to just be there.
I shout out, Tim. What?
Oh no, go ahead.
I shout out, show yourself.
Nothing happens. Just nothing changes. The fog doesn't do anything. You don't hear anything new.
Do we still have a fire? Can I make a fire? If we don't.
As a matter of fact, you look down. You guys have been shuffling around a little bit. You're kind of figuring things out. You're back to back now, and you look down where your fire was, and there is no evidence of there being a fire there at all.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Now
I'm
the
going
ground is
to.
for sure completely different than the ground you slept on last.
Is there anything on the ground that I can pick up?
No, it's just grass and branch. Well, there are some branches and some stones, like normal stuff. Nothing special.
Right. I'm gonna pick up a stone and toss it just into the emptiness.
Okay.
Just,
you do that?
Yep, that's what I do.
Why don't you if you would just roll for me.
What am I rolling?
Roll for me. Everyone roll.
Everyone?
D20. Everyone just roll
D20.
D20.
How'd I do that? Slash
roll. Space,
Oh no.
Why did you roll twice? Oh, that was the previous roll. Tim, and then you have to enter Zach Malley.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, sorry.
One
you can also,
D.
on the left side, there's like a toolbar.
You can
There's
just
like a little
pick a
D20
dice.
there. You can click that, and then it'll bring up a window, and you can tap a D20.
I don't know if I did it.
Okay. Did you guys see the roll that I did there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
Okay. No, I want to make sure. I don't know what rolls you
Yep.
guys can't see.
Yep, I saw it.
Yep, we
Yeah.
can see him.
So, Trevor or Tim, you launch it.
Okay.
Pretty okay. What's your strength modifier? 3.
Yeah.
So you launch it pretty hard, and all of a sudden, Trevor, you feel a sharp pain on the back of your neck, like just hit you in the back of the head, and you look down as a stone hits you in the back of your head, and you look down, and it's the same stone that you just saw Trevor throw.
Tim
throw.
God.
Dante throw.
Trevor, take 1 point of damage. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, you threw a stone in the fog, and another stone. It could be the same stone. You guys might want to check it out. I don't know.
Right.
Came back and hit you in the head.
All right, I'm gonna pick up the stone and kind of just examine it to make sure, and it does seem, I'm assuming, like the same stone that I just
you examine
threw.
it.
Yeah, I examined. I'm sorry.
Hey, you don't need to roll a perception check.
Okay.
It's the same stone.
Okay, so it's the same
It
stone.
is the exact same stone.
All right, guys. So clearly, we are not in Kansas anymore. Okay, so we need to figure this out.
Tim, in character, there's no Kansas in the fucking.
In my explorer's pack, I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Mhm.
I want to get that out and tie it around all of our waists.
Oh, like all of you guys together?
Yeah, to tether us.
I'm going. Wait. Okay, hang on. Like, okay. So
Now you have to communicate that with them.
Yeah,
You have to make sure it's okay.
I tell them that's what I want to do. Nobody move.
okay. Well, I'm going to do this kind of in character as best as possible. Okay. So look. So you're going to take this rope, and you're going to tie it around me, Mr. Valor, and yourself. Now, I'm assuming not all together, right? I want to be able to move freely from you guys. Maybe.
With enough space that we can move, but tethered that we don't get lost.
Okay.
So two on either, or one on either end, and then one in the middle, right?
Yes, but
Right, well-
with space that we can move and fight if we have to.
I would say we need to make sure that if this is the case, if we need to get out of it, we can get out of it, because I don't want to be trapped to you, and then you get dragged away, and the rest of us get dragged.
I mean,
away
it's
with you.
what weapons do you guys have? I have a long sword.
I mean, I have a
and
long
shield.
sword.
And I have an axe, a hand
Okay.
axe.
So if need be, we better be able to get out of this. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
if need
trapped-
be, it's hemp, so I don't think it's
Right.
like.
I'm just saying, I don't want to go
Worst
down
case
with
scenario, you guys can smoke it.
you. Right.
Right.
That's a
Exactly.
Oh my god!
joke there for you.
Right.
So do you guys tie it together then?
I do it under the circumstance of knowing that I don't look
We can't
I'm not
see
saying it's-
out like 10 feet in front of us.
right.
I would
Yeah,
rather,
You can see, about 10.
and I tell Valor and Dante, look, you just threw a rock in that direction, and then it hit you in the back of the head. Like, I'm not taking any chances here. Like,
While you guys are talking about this, you notice that on one side of you, the fog begins to open just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. But then on the opposite side of where it opened, the fog begins to close in very slowly.
Well, this is disturbing, guys.
what
Like maybe 2 feet a minute. It's very
Okay,
slow right now.
So it's slow.
I look at the opening to see what is through the gap.
You can see more trees, and roll a d20 for me.
Uh, 5. Fuck.
Yeah, you can just see trees. It's
Okay.
just trees and some fog and like an opening.
Yeah, I don't have a modifier on that.
Valor, I know you were going to say something. What was your input?
The
I don't know.
The fog continues to creep towards you guys. By the way,
It feels like someone is forcing us to go in this direction. It feels like a trap, but at the
Right.
same time, what other choice do we have?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. At this point, guys, if it's just going to close in, someone wants us to go this way, I'm sure it is a trap. But if we're already in their world, which it looks like we are, what other choice do we have? I agree with that. We might as well head that way.
Let's go.
All right. So we're going to head.
I say we walk
Slowly.
slow. Yeah, I say we walk slowly.
Who wants to be in front? Or are we just walking together?
I'll go in front.
All right,
Uh,
I'll go behind him.
Tim, you go in the back because I'm weak.
He's squishy.
I'm squishy. I'm a spellcaster.
I guess that's true. We wouldn't want you.
I'll go in front. Shield up and sword drawn.
Yep, and I have both my swords drawn. Wait, do we still have our weapons? Like, is that in this?
We have everything on us, right?
Yes, you do have.
Okay.
You guys have everything on you that that you had picked up and stuff.
Okay, so I have my weapons drawn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're moving through.
All right, so you begin to move through the fog, and the fog continues to roll away as you make your way through it. Behind you, the fog, as you speed up and walk faster, the fog begins to close in faster behind you as you go.
So I'm kind of like pushing into
Tim,
Trevor.
Tim,
Yes.
let your roommate know that he needs to have a shirt on. If he's gonna be walking out, I don't want to get the stream taken down.
Oh my
He
god.
walked out without a shirt on. So yeah, as you guys proceed, the fog just continues to roll away, and you guys do this for I don't know, maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
So not long. And you can tell the trees are definitely changing. It's getting thicker, but you also notice you think you might be on a path. Like there's clearly not trees
Hi,
spanning
Reese's.
the way that the fog opens.
Okay.
But to the sides they are. So you proceed on, and you guys, or I'm sorry, what do you guys do? You've noticed that it definitely kind of appears that things are happening. You know, the trees are open there. What happens next? What do you guys do now?
I noticed this because I'm in front, right?
Well, I'd say you all noticed it. It's pretty obvious what's going on.
Okay.
And we still can't see like past 10 feet.
Yeah, the fog is super thick. The fog is super thick.
Okay. I just want to call out in case they haven't noticed. We're on a path. It looks like. Let's keep going with caution.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like bumping to Trevor. Well, do we have the whole rope? Well, did we ever tie ourselves? I'm going to assume. Yes.
That's what I thought we did.
Okay,
We're tied together.
so yeah, we're just gonna keep moving at a steady pace.
Is my keyboard super loud?
Not super loud.
No.
Okay, I don't want to make sure. So you guys continue on. Is that the gist?
Yep.
The same direction you're going?
Yep.
As you keep going, you notice that the path. You're definitely on a path. There's a dirt road now.
Okay.
It's starting to wind, and the fog continues to do what it's doing, like it's leading you on a path, but then it kind of opens up as you reach this dirt road.
Okay.
And as you reach the dirt road, so the fog opens up, and there's no more fog in front of you. Like it's still kind of foggy, but it's not the same thick stuff before. But as you step onto the dirt path, the fog behind you begins to close quickly, and it stops. And you notice it's almost a wall of fog. What's everyone's passive perception?
Mine's +2.
No,
Wait.
passive wisdom perception.
Mine's 12.
12.
Oh,
Wait.
Yours
I
is 11.
don't know. My character thing won't load now.
Which one's the
Somebody look
passive
at it
number?
for me.
It won't load it all for you?
Yeah, like I can't even load the. It says establishing server uplink on the thing right now.
Tim, it
okay.
shows it under skills.
Well, I've got yours pulled up, Alros, if we have...
Right.
Tim, yours is 12 also. I feel like, it's pretty obvious. The fog is a wall. You guys kind of look back, and you can see, like, it continues to stretch off into the distance each direction. And, as far as you can see, that wall is thick, and it goes high. Now, the area that you're in now is very dark. It is morning, but even though it's morning, the sky is eerie, and the sun is up, but the light isn't normal. The light is not the same that from what you guys are used to. It's almost like it's going through some type of filter or something, and the filter being the dark, eerie clouds. But
So is it like a grayish tint, or is it like a different color?
Like a super overcast day, like super overcast.
Okay.
And it just seems it just seems really weird.
So we can see, but not very well.
Oh yeah, you can see now. And
Oh,
there is
you
a
can.
there is a light fog. There is a light fog now, but it's
Okay.
not that thick stuff. So I'm trying to find the page that I need to read the thing that I need. What do you guys do? Is the better question.
So we're out of the fog. We're on the path, right?
We're on a dirt road.
You're on a dirt road.
I mean, if we're on a road, we only have two options. Unless we want to go off the road, but
Oh, I don't want to go back the way we just came.
yeah.
Just so you know, just to give you guys some reference point on the map, I guess. Even though, I don't know. You guys are right. Hang on, let me change my color. I'm the GM, so I want to be. What color do you guys want to be? If you like draw on the screen.
Black, because my
If
character's.
you click on the color box next to your name, you can change what color you draw in. And so I am going to be a fancy green color. You guys are here. Oh, that is like.
Trevor,
guys
you're
see-
purple.
Yep.
Change the thickness. Yeah, large. Here we go.
I'll be a maroonish.
Clear drawings. Clear. So here is. You guys are like right here. You see that?
Oh, yeah, okay. So that's where we're at.
I said we press on.
You think you guys press on?
I mean,
Um,
that's just Valor's opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
at this
just more
point,
speaking
at
in
this
third
point,
person.
we might as well just press on. I am in agreement with that.
I'm in front, so I'm like, okay, let's go.
Get your ass moving.
And I'm still in the middle because I'm squishy.
It's okay. Keep your eyes peeled. I tell Valor, keep your eyes peeled. We got front and back.
Okay. So you guys keep pressing on then.
Yep.
Yes.
So you guys keep following this
The-
path,
Yep, the path that we see in front of us.
and where is? Sorry, I need to find.
Now, while we are walking, I actually have my back to Trevor because I'm walking backwards just in case something's coming behind.
Nice.
Oh, that's not very smart. You're gonna trip.
That's how I die. I impale myself.
Which it's one of the newer comics, right? Dick Grayson falls and trips over and dies on a rock.
Hmm.
I think Trevor knows that.
Is that true?
Yeah, he like trips in a fight or something. He's like fighting with Damien, and he falls on a rock on his neck, straight up like $1 million baby or whatever it is.
So you guys continue to press on,
Okay.
and the fog. You kind of just follow the path, right?
Right.
Undrawn. Can you see the drawing?
Yes.
Okay, you continue to pass on. You see a sign. This is old. Hang on, I gotta zoom in because I can't read it. I'm blind. I'm an old man.
It says old.
Old Svalek Road. I hope I
And
didn't-
this is in common, so we all can read it.
Yes, it is in common. You guys can all read it. And in the distance, you guys, tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestone here and there. And you can see what looks like buildings off in the distance. If everyone could roll a perception check for me.
It's just a D20.
Yeah, D20, and then add your wisdom modifier. Woo! Tim with the high rolls.
How do you add D20 plus 2?
Yeah, whatever your D20 plus 2.
Cool.
So it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to hear, but Tim, you can make it out, and Trevor, you barely can make it out, but you think you can hear a river, like the rush of a river to your south. But you guys can definitely see that those look like buildings to your west on the along the path that you're following.
Okay.
I'm unknotting myself from this rope, by the way, guys. If that's a building, I'm knotting myself. Y'all can stay knotted all together.
But as you guys are okay, so you're
We don't-
unknotting the rope.
Are you telling us that? Because you're in the back. We can't see that.
I looked. I could see it.
No,
You told-
I'm saying, are you telling us that you're unknotting? Or are you just doing it without...
Oh yeah, I'm telling it. When I'm speaking like that, I'm speaking to you guys. Like I'm
Okay.
like in character.
And did you tell them about the river sound?
Yeah. So I can hear to our south, guys. I don't know if anyone else can hear it, but like there's definitely some kind of water. I'm assuming a river of some sort, and I can also see about a good ways that way, a good ways west. There's some buildings.
Okay.
I yell out good because I can't see shit.
I love it.
Obviously, my roll was a 5, so...
So because I can tell this stuff, and if that is a village, city, what have you, I'm getting this rope off of me.
Okay.
Uh,
Now,
That's-
as you guys are standing there and you're taking the rope off, you begin to you guys kind of notice that there's that thick fog again, right? And it begins to close in on your sides of the path again, and from behind you again.
All right. Well,
almost like it's leading you somewhere.
So it's got us this far so far. We might as well just continue onward. If we keep going down this path, we're getting closer to the building. So I say we just keep heading that way.
Right. This day's been weird enough as it is. I say we get to this village and sit down and kind of figure out exactly what's going on here.
Valor, do you want to stay tied together?
No, I'll untie myself as well.
Okay, I'll wind up the rope and put it back in my pack,
Okay.
and then I stay close. Nobody wander off.
Yep. We'll just stay in the same positions, but we're just gonna go that way.
That's
We're gonna go that way
fine.
until
Towards the buildings then.
Yep, we're gonna head towards the buildings.
At what, like, are you guys sneaking? Are you guys walking? Are you guys running?
We're.
Let's say walk for now.
I say walk. We don't want to go too fast because who knows what us. But at the same time, this stuff is enclosing behind me, and I would like to not be fog food.
I walk with caution. So shield up. That's about it. But like a slow walk, but I guess faster. Dante says so.
So
Like
we're
if it's
good.
getting too close, call it out, and I
Alright.
will speed up.
So,
Will do.
as you guys do your slow walk, you notice the fog is beginning to move a little bit faster. Like it's picking up speed. It's
yeah.
and at first, maybe you're like, I don't know, but then you notice it's picking up speed. Like it's moving at a
Okay.
trot. If you guys are walking,
I say
We
we
need-
book it.
We need to go, guys. This stuff is like behind me. I'm not gonna say run like a. You know what? Yeah, let's just go. Let's go. We're gonna get there one way or another. Let's just
Yep.
go.
Let's do it.
Stay close. I'm going, and I take off.
oh, he cut out.
I heard him say, "I take off." Oh my God, the fall got him, guys. The fall got him.
No, no. I say, stay close. Let's go, and I take off in a light jog.
Okay, as you guys begin to do a light jog, Tim, what's your perception? 11? That's
12.
You
Wait,
begin to you perceive the fog begins to pick up speed also.
Come.
Like you've upped your speed, now it's upping its speed, and all three of you hear a maniacal laugh. All three of you hear, and you can feel a presence. All of you three can feel a presence behind you.
Behind us, like towards the fog.
Something is in the fog, and as you guys are at your late trot, you hear the laugh again, and you guys look behind you as you're running, and you see the fog twist into a beast-like face, like a human face with red eyes. And Trevor, you immediately recognize those red eyes. You've seen those red eyes before. And the fog is barreling down on you. It is going to catch you if you don't speed up.
Sprint. We have to. I do not want to mess with that.
Okay. Are you all sprinting?
Yeah, I'm gonna sprint. I'm gonna trust Feller and go.
I say I've seen those eyes before back in the woods. We do not want to. We do not want to deal with that.
As we're running, I am gonna scream though. I'm not scream like but like I'm gonna.
Oh, because I rolled 20. I didn't say rolled D, did I?
I'm gonna shout at the fog. Only a coward hides behind a veil.
All three of you guys roll an athletics check.
What's athletics?
Mine's really good.
Athletics, I believe, is strength or dexterity. I can't remember. By the way, it's strength. So Tim rolls a 15, so you get a 20 with your bonuses.
Yep.
Fudge. How do you do that? I'm sorry.
Tim, did you just click on athletics? Did that let you do it?
Yep.
Oh, you can just click on the stat itself. Trevor, did you do that?
No, I didn't. Let me try it.
Okay. I want you guys to learn.
Where is this in the dice thing?
Under skills. If you look at your
8, Trevor, we'll keep with the 8. Since that's the higher one you rolled.
If you look at your character sheet, go to skills. You have your acrobatics, animal handling, blah 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 blah. When you do like an athletics check, you can just click it.
Skills is right next to your.
Oh, I see. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. You said athletics check.
Yep. Just click it.
That's so cool.
Yep. So, it's rolling advantage for you, Zach Malley. Do me a favor. Actually, I'm just gonna do it on your sheet, and I'll fix it because it's just faster. Because I know exactly what you need to uncheck. Auto roll damage and crit, and never roll advantage. There we go.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine, dude. So Trevor.
Oh no.
Alros and Dante are just fine. They take off. They're booking it. Trevor gets kind of caught up on his robes, right? Or I'm not sorry, Trevor. Valor gets caught up on his robes a little bit.
No capes.
And he stumbles to the ground. Just smacks his face on the ground. Just like wham! Smacks his face on the ground. And Trevor takes a point of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Is that under temporary hit points?
Yeah.
Can I stop and help Trevor up?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Go back and help Trevor up.
You guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going back. Hang on, 2 seconds. Picking up Trevor. What the hell? Let's go.
I go back and get his other arm and help him up.
Let's go. Come on. We gotta go. We gotta go.
So Trevor's dazed right now.
Okay.
Trevor's slightly dazed right now. Because he smacked his head on the ground so hard. So I need the both of you to do a. Let's do another athletics check. To see. Oh, Tim's fine.
Fudge.
Malley is not, but that's okay. So what happens is you guys run back, and Tim is basically shouldering all of Valor's weight. I'm sorry, not Tim. I wish we had nameplates.
Dante.
Our video. Chat.
I know.
Yeah.
Dante. Just straight up gets under Valor. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not. I do want to let you guys know I'm a little new at DMing. So, Dante definitely supports Valor's weight, but Alros kind of isn't doing much. But Dante, how do you get under him and pick him up? Like,
So
manhandle him?
is it just me? Like, I'm assuming it's just me at this point, right?
Well,
Like,
we're both carrying him.
Are we both carrying him though? That's what I need to know
Or helping him.
It's mostly Dante. Dante.
Me.
Alros, you're kind of like basically dropping him more than carrying him.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take
him.
him.
Rolled a 2.
In my mind, like I'm like holding his arm, and like Dante has his arm around his neck, like carrying him.
So
yeah. Like you meant well. You were trying to pick him up, but then you kind of dropped him, so Dante just totally has.
So I'm gonna okay, hang on, I gotta find out. So look, Alros, just go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead of us. Make sure you keep a clear path for us. I'm gonna just kind of throw him over my shoulders, and I'm gonna go.
I move slightly in front of them to possibly clear the way, but I don't stray more than 2 feet from in front of them.
Okay, you guys are booking it. You're running along. Nothing else really, like the at this point the fog is still like just barreling down on you guys.
Right.
But you don't see any monsters or anything. The fog hasn't changed at all. The face that was chasing you is gone. That being said, you guys have now entered the village, and the fog comes like right up to the cobblestones and stops right behind you.
Okay, good. So I turn. Okay, I'm gonna turn around so I can see so I turn around from where we just came. What do I see?
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are like in the village. I apologize.
Okay.
You guys were running from the fog. You're not just gonna stop.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Is the village still tinted in this light? Like this overcast.
Yeah, it's still like an eerie light. It is,
but it's just a wall of fog. I look around to see if the fog is just on that side or if it's around the entire village.
So you look up, and you do notice. So the fog has stopped right behind where you guys stopped because you just could not go any further. You guys are exhausted.
Right.
Because you ran a decent way and hard. But you do notice that the fog is like... actually, roll for me, Tim. Or not Tim. Alros.
What do you want me to roll? Just 20?
Yeah, D20. Anytime I say roll for you, that means roll a D20, guys.
Okay.
It's a perception check, so add your wisdom multiplier.
Am I still dazed?
Or just hit the perception button.
I'll just hit perception then.
Zach,
So 15.
do you still want me to do that?
What?
You're dazed.
Or
You're
am
on
I
my
dazed?
shoulders. You're still on my shoulders.
You're dazed. That's
Trevor,
effect.
why don't you roll a roll for me? Roll.
Welcome to the family, son.
Just roll. Don't use any. Use your Constitution modifier.
Insight.
Alros, you look around and you can definitely see the fog is closing in around the village, and it's even seeping into the village. And as you guys stand there, it begins to kind of like make a corridor out of the streets, and it starts blocking stuff off. But it's leading you down the street, and you can see all the. By the way, all the several of the small houses are boarded up. No one is on the road. Virtually no one is on the road. The only people you can see are you can see a beggar on the side of a street, and you're not quite sure if he's alive or dead. And the fog begins to overtake him, and all of a sudden you just hear a scream, a blood-curdling scream from the old man, and then something that sounds like wet tearing. Like a gnashing of teeth, and then nothing. You don't hear anything. But the fog is definitely creating a corridor for you to walk down, and you can see maybe 10 feet in front of you, there's a right-hand turn that it's letting you take.
Is that the only...
Yeah, that's the only path.
I turn to Dante. We have to go.
All right, let's go. I still have Valor on mine.
I'm sorry. You made a Constitution save of 14. Not Trevor. Valor, you're still dazed. You're still kind of like you're coming out of it.
Okay.
You can walk by yourself now, but it's obvious you probably had some type of concussion. You hit the ground so hard. But you're kind of like, things are still a little bit blurry for you. But
Okay,
you're back. You're back. You can walk on your own now.
I'm setting. Okay, so I'm going to set Valor down. So I'm sitting down. Are you okay? Do you know what's going on?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we need to go. So get your ass up. We need to go now.
I love your character, Tim. I love Alros, or not Alros, Dante. Like
Why? Thank you.
Well, Alros is nice too. Valor could use some work. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody hates me. So you guys just continue going down?
Yep. Let's go. Come on.
The fog seems to have swallowed the entirety of the city. It is leading you now, and you continue to pass to follow it. Do you guys just continue to follow the path
Yes.
it creates? So it's leading you left and right. It's leading you down alleyways, so tight that you can barely fit down them. You don't see anyone. You don't hear anything anymore. Like before, when you could hear like slight whispers and stuff, now it's dead silence. There's nothing. Not even the wind is blowing. And it begins to lead you down a long, wide open street, and you can see two small figures at the end of the street, and then there's a wall of fog. So the two figures stand basically in front of where that wall is. But just to the right, or just to their left, your right, you see a house.
How far are they away when we can recognize them?
I mean, you guys can see they're you can't see anything else. Like they're the only things out there, so they're pretty apparent. They're pretty obvious what you're looking at. I mean,
we see a house
from where you're standing. You're like, I don't know, 50 feet away. You're not super far. It looks like two kids. And you think
son of a
whimpering. You think you can hear whimpering.
Did you really just put us in Resident Evil? Sorry. Fuck.
There aren't zombies yet.
yet.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, we see a house, right? To our
next
right.
to them is a house. The fog is open on that house. Like it's the only house you can actually make out through the fog. The fog is super thick.
Is the fog still chasing us?
No, it's no longer chasing you.
Okay,
it has like when you take steps, it does close behind you, but it's based on how you move. It's not chasing you.
Okay. I stop and like whatever side Dante's on, I hold out and I call out to the kids. Who are you? What do you want?
How far are you guys away from these guys now? Did you move up anywhere? Because you were 50 feet from them, roughly.
I've kept walking. I've been slowly walking towards them, or getting closer to them in the house.
Okay, so I just stop on my own then.
Fair enough.
So Tim's walking or Dante's walking towards them, and
just trying to get a better look.
I will.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I will slow down to his pace and call out to them. Who are you? Where are we?
When he does that, I stop.
Are you with them too, Valor?
Yes.
Right,
Yep, I'm following right alongside.
Valor's not being carried anymore?
No, he's walking.
Okay.
And you're pretty much aware of what's going on now.
Cool.
Like your daze is over. So there's definitely two kids. There's a little boy. You believe you can make out a little boy and a little girl, and the little boy is whimpering.
Sorry, can I?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Can I use my divine sense? I can.
You said you shouted out to them, right?
Yeah.
So let's you don't use your divine.
Okay,
sense.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry.
So you shout out to them. After shushing the boy, the girl turns to you and says, "There's a monster in our house." She then points to a tall brick row house that has been seen better days. Its windows are dark. It has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The house on either side, the houses on either side are abandoned. What you can make out of them, and their windows and doors are completely boarded up, but you can barely see them through the thick fog. This house looks, it's seen better days, but the windows aren't boarded up. No one has touched this house in a while, though.
So this is like the last house in the area that isn't like people still live here.
Okay. I'm going up to the kids.
Oh god.
I shout to Dante, wait, and I use my divine sense.
All right, hang on. Let's take a quick break because we're gonna bring in another one of our players. Sorry, guys.
Yep.
Where is he? Right there. Trevor, get ready to... Oh, man, that really changed the video up. Get ready to add Trey to the call.
That really did change things up. You are correct.
Hi, Trey.
Hey.
Trevor's big now.
Tim's big on my screen.
I am the biggest of us all.
Okay, Tim, calm down. The Ranger just
Biggest ego.
Trey, how's it going, man?
Not bad. I'm sorry I'm late.
No, you're fine because we got a late start.
Do you know how you're going to incorporate him? Because this could be amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we talked
totally.
about
Oh, this is awesome.
I had an idea, but I want to hear Zach. That's good.
Zach, I just want you to know this has been fantastic so far.
Dude, I'm having so much fun.
I'm gonna kind of wing it, Trey. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. You're not gonna get in right now. Here in a little bit, you're gonna get in there. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still reading up on stuff, so you're good.
Cool. Just while we're setting up, though, can you let the everyone know you're a Tiefling Ranger, right?
Yes, I am a Tiefling Ranger.
And what's your backstory? What is your history?
My history is my mother was a church-faring lady. My father was a Tiefling who did something terrible, possibly, I don't know, at least terrible in the eyes of the church. They hunted him down and killed him, and I am on the run, but my mother is, like, watching my back.
What I thought of this last night, and this isn't something you need to decide right now.
Okay.
But which religion, which god did that church worship?
Oh, shoot. I haven't looked that up yet. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You can look it up later. It's not...
Okay.
It's important to your backstory, but right now, that's not huge.
Okay.
And then, hang on, let me rewind back because I had another question. Oh, we need to import your character into this real quick.
Okay.
While you guys are doing that, can I go get food? Real quick? Like a snack?
Yeah. Everyone take a bathroom break. Trey will get you dialed